So apparently, TikTok says that you can do a full face of makeup using a fork, including eyeliner for hooded eyes. So I'm gonna put all of this to a test. And will I be keeping my fork with my brushes and my brush holder, or is it gonna be kicked back to the kitchen where it belongs? Hey there, lovelies. I'm Maddie. My channel is where makeup gets fun, simple, and a little experimental. Make sure you watch until the end because I'll be rating which hacks, if any, are actually worth your time and adding to your everyday routine. The first one here is that we are going to be contouring and highlighting with our fork. So I'm supposed to apply the contour on my fork like that, and then I just go swipe-a-roo. Okay, and I'm supposed to swipe on my chin or my jawline. I mean, it's kind of working. Will say you definitely have to have a liquid bronzer for this. A little bit right there. I feel like I'm just getting it all in my hair here. And then a little bit there. Something like that. We're gonna go with it. And then you're supposed to take the other side, and that's where you put your highlighter or concealer. I just feel like the product is having a hard time getting on this, and I'm wasting a lot more. I mean, look how much is left on my fork versus what's on my face. Okay. And then put it. I mean, I don't know if that applied anything. Let me try this again. I mean, it's kind of acting like a makeup spatula would, of just spreading it thinner on your face, but why wouldn't you just use a makeup spatula? I guess if you didn't have a makeup making such a mess, it's not applying as well as there is. And maybe there's something wrong with my fork. That could be it too. You know, why wouldn't you just use a makeup spatula? Like, this is your makeup spatula, or this side, versus your fork. It's TikTok. Is it just clickbait? Or does it actually work? We're gonna find out. Okay, got that blended. We're gonna blend this around here. I mean, I am contouring. I feel like I have fork marks. I am contoured, but it doesn't really give precise lines where that contour like should start, because you know the fork, it just took this whole part of my chin where normally I would only put it like right here, and again it was super hard to apply it. Okay, I'm gonna show you my other side, how I would contour. A little bit there, just a little bit there, a little bit there, a little bit right there. And then for my concealer, there, and I would put it down there. See, that is so much more precise than using the fork. And I'm able to clean up a lot more. Yeah, this side looks way better than this side, which I would say this side, like, it just kind of muddied everything together. So I don't know about this one so much. I think this one is way more gimmicky, but we're not done with our fork, nor contouring with it. So now I need to put this on my nose, and then I use it to contour my nose. There. Okay, that's a pretty good line. Now let's see if I can line it back up because I moved it. And then there, and then see if I can do this. Oh, this is so like scary, dangerous having this. Yeah, I'm taking that off. Okay, and now I'm supposed to put my concealer down bridge my nose. Okay, that did line it up pretty good. I'm actually pretty impressed with that. Now all I have to do is blend this out. Okay, that actually impressed me way more than the face one. I mean, it does look like I have some lines on my nose. Gotta blend this out a little better. If you have a hard time nose contouring, using a fork to not like that, to straighten up your nose contour, it's not a bad idea. I actually really like that a lot. I don't need to do that, but if you're a beginner with makeup, a fork is gonna help you get that alignment right on your nose. This next TikTok hack is with your hand and blush. We've all seen that you're supposed to put your hand like this, and then that gives you the best blush placement. But does that actually work for my rounded face? I feel like that's gonna put it on the apples of my cheek a lot. The other one is doing a V and then putting it on. So we're gonna do both and see which one works out the best. Okay, the first one here, I'm just supposed to apply it everywhere. Okay, I actually really like that. That is not a bad blush placement, especially for my round cheeks. This is placing that blush way higher where I actually really like to put my blush. That's actually really pretty. It does make a line, so just make sure you come in and like blend that out. But it is really pretty, and besides getting maybe some makeup on your hands. Now we're gonna try the other one on the other side. The V. This is supposed to give you a more lifted look. Ooh. Ooh. Besides my blush being on my fingers, I like that one. And again, just kind of having that line there, so just blend it out a little bit. Okay, if you're a beginner, these are gonna be your best friends. V, for a lifted, sculpted look, especially if you have round cheeks like I do, or if you want the more cutesy but still lifted look, using the curvature of your thumb and your pointer finger right there. Wow, I thought these were super gimmicky and I was like, no way are those gonna look good. No way. But those look fantastic. I'm super happy. That looks so good. Now, if you're enjoying me using this fork to apply my makeup, then please give this video a big thumbs up. It really helps support my channel. All right, this last hack I'm very skeptical on because one, forks, pointy things next to my eye, like poke, poke, jab, jab, a little bit. I don't like that too much, but for the sake of trying out a gimmick, I'm going to do it for you guys. So to make an eyeliner, a winged eyeliner for hooded eyes, because we all know that's really tricky on our hoods, right? You're supposed to be able to stamp that just right there. And because the tongs are smaller on the end and then they get bigger, it's supposed to give you this really great winged eyeliner. I'm not sure if I should use the bottom tong or that top. I don't think it really matters. You are gonna need some liquid black eyeliner, and I'm gonna paint this on. Mine is not sticking to the metal like theirs was. It's just like spreading out. I don't know if they put something on there that's supposed to help that. Beats me. Got my liquid eyeliner on there. You see how it's like not sticking at all? This is kind of what was happening with the concealer, why it wasn't going on my face. Okay, let's see if I can get this stamped here. Um, What do we think? Was I supposed to go like this? Maybe? Again, I don't like that. I have this piece of metal, this massive piece of metal, like close to my eye. First try did not turn out as well as all of the girls that I saw on TikTok. Like, I'm definitely gonna have to touch this up quite a lot to even get it to where I want it to be. Okay, I just rewatched the video. I did it wrong. And I was even talking about it, how this is a smaller part of the tongue, and then this is a thicker part of the tongue, right? It doesn't make sense to have thicker part of your wing out here when it should be in. We're gonna try this again. Thankfully, I have 2 eyes, though I don't have a lot of hope for this because again, I'm gonna be pressing a lot into my skin right there. Instead of going like this, I should have gone like this. So we're gonna do it right this time. Again, I'm very doubtful though that this is going to work. It's not even sticking to my fork. I have to like dab it on. Okay, liquid eyeliner's on there. Let's see if we can do this again. I mean, it's not bad. It's a really, really thick liner. So depending on the fork that you have, you will get a different look. Now let's see if I can fix this other side. My biggest issue is having a big pointy thing next to my eyes, and I have to smash it into my face. Okay. I just made that worse. I was smushing it like I was on this side, but this side did not turn out like that one. I mean, now that I've smudged it with my finger, it looks a little better. But I'm not even going to attempt to fix that. I think that was a complete and utter failure. That one is totally gimmicky. You know, like 5-minute hacks. I mean, it's not bad, but can you get this to match on both sides? I don't think so. And again, and I will say this the last time, I don't like pointy things next to my eyes. I like my eyes. I don't want them coming out of my head. I'm not eating my eyes for dinner. But comment down below, would you try this eyeliner hack for a night out? Yes or no? All right, here are all of these TikTok hacks in their glory. The eyeliner with the fork, the blush with the hand, and the contour and highlighter with the fork. So the first one, contour and highlighter with the fork with using both ends. No, just don't do it. This is going to put so much more contour on your face and make everything look muddy because it's all going in the same, like it's so close together, and depending on your fork size, like you can get different sizes. So, and it doesn't even, my concealer didn't even stick to the metal, so I'm gonna pass and give that one. I mean, it did kind of work. Rate that on a scale from 0 to 10 as like 4. I mean, it worked, but I wouldn't do it again. The next hack was the nose contour, and I did actually like this one. I just don't like, you know, I guess you could put it down this way. If you're gonna learn how to do nose contour, it's a good beginner-friendly hack, I guess. It did make a great contour actually on my nose, like perfectly. But if your nose is wider or skinnier, again, depending on your fork size, maybe it's not gonna be the best way to do that. Blush with my hand, using this part of my hand, absolutely loved it. That was not gimmicky at all. It actually worked like a charm. And then especially this side, doing that V with my fingers, I mean, it gave me that very lifted, high look with my blush. And I'm very, very happy with that trick. And I will probably do it again, unashamed of doing it. Oh, for the nose contour, I would rate that probably a solid 7 out of 10, just because it did work, but I think there are better methods for learning how to not nose contour. It's just kind of unnecessary. It's gimmicky. The blush, I would rate that 10 out of 10, like by far. That was amazing. Now the last hack that we have here is the eyeliner with the fork. Yeah, no, that gets a 0 out of 10 for me because it made it too thick and I had to really push it into my skin, and then it made a blob over on this side. Like, just no. Use tape, learn how to use eyeliner. Maybe don't use liquid eyeliner, use a pencil instead, use eyeshadow to learn how to do that. But definitely 0 out of 10. My favorite hack at the end of the day was the blush hack, and I will unashamedly be using this on the regular basis. And don't forget to subscribe. I post tutorials, honest reviews, and fun challenges every single week, so you'll always know what's worth your time and money. Now, if you thought this challenge was too easy, then click here where I test the fruit makeup challenge, where you'll get to see, is it a bust or will I be pleasantly surprised? Fruit as makeup. Weird concept. Why are we taking kitchen items and bringing them into our makeup routine? I don't know. Ask TikTok, but I'll see you there. Bye.